Hello everyone, I'm Steve Savant, syndicated financial columnist and money color commentator. On today's show, everyone needs a financial plan, part one of our series on basic financial solutions with financial advisor and the president of the Society for Financial Awareness, Jim Chilton. Welcome to the show, Jim.
Thanks for having me.
Jim, first of all, talk a little bit about your society before we get into your actual practice with normal, everyday consumers.
Sure. It's a nonprofit educational speakers bureau. Our mission is to end financial illiteracy across America, one community at a time. We have our members go out and donate their time and their expertise. Insurance agents, financial advisors, estate planning attorneys, accountants, realtors, mortgage brokers, health and wellness professionals go out and talk on literacy, on finances, their behavior, helping people. Okay, and we've been around since 1993, and it's great. I mean, we have around 400 members, and we do a great job, and it's a great public service.
I think that's a huge issue. And with that, though, you still have this huge practice that you've been, how long have you been in the business?
Well, we're sitting here in June. In August, I will have been in my career 37 years.
Wow, 37 years.
Yeah.
A lot of things have changed in the market.
Yeah, the rays coming into the beard.
I noticed that, yeah. Well, let's talk about, for example, you have a basic idea. I want to introduce this concept that you have. All this week, we're going to be talking about basic concepts. If we can't build on the basic foundation, there's no reason to go further than that. And most of the people that we talk to on a daily basis just need the basics. Let's walk through your acronym. You have this thing called the PRITE procedure, P-R-I-T-E.
Sure.
Walk me through that.
All right. P is protection. It's all your insurances. R is retirement. I is investing. T, two parts to T, taxes. Okay, tax planning, tax preparation. E is estate planning. Now, that's a 5-story hotel, 5-story building, 5 stories, P-R-I-T-E. But the foundation is your cash management. And the question that I want to ask you, and what I do in my practice, it doesn't matter if I'm talking to a very wealthy person, you know what I mean, or a young couple that doesn't have 15 cents. Okay, I always ask them, since I believe the foundation of your money and the way you do it is about your behavior, I just ask you a simple question, Steve. Think about your money, okay, from your perspective, because I'm getting to know you. Obviously, you came to see me because you want some assistance, guidance, and so forth. Is your cash managing you, or are you managing your cash? Anybody who says their cash is managing them has debt issues, okay? Has spending problems. Ready, fire, aim, okay? When someone says, oh no, I got a spreadsheet, and then I know they're squared away. And then we do fine tuning. But PRITE is so cool because I'm kind of self-deprecating in our career. I think advisors, and it's just me, I think we make ourselves so much bigger than we really are. Remember the Wizard of Oz? The smoke coming out and the fire and the little man behind the curtain. Well, you need to deal with your protection, right? All you have to do is think about loss, and thank God you had what? Insurance. Okay? Retirement. Whether you know it or not, you're going to grow old. It's going to happen. And here's a very direct statement. You're going to retire, and you're either going to have the money or the reasons why you're not.
I just was in front of a young group of millennials, and I said, one day I was playing on the stage. I walked off the stage, and I was 65.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, here's another one. A guy says, after 40 years of doing it, I was an overnight success. I mean, protection, retirement, investing. And investing, you guys, doesn't mean you're winning. Many people invest every day their money in the market.
Jim, are some people still recovering from 2008?
Thank you. You just stole my line.
Oh, sorry.
Absolutely. Okay, and here's the tragedy that goes back to retirement. They go into this thing, they lose their ass, excuse me, but they do. Okay, but their retirement was firm. Boy, at 62, hell or high water, you know what I mean?
I'm leaving.
They're leaving, and guess what? Now they have to work to 70. You don't think that makes an impact on their health and everything else?
Huge
and
impact.
Taxes. If you're getting back large refunds, you're loaning your money to the government at a 0 rate of return over 16, 17 months. Not very profound.
Not cash management.
Yeah. And estate planning is, the odds of us dying, last I looked, are, well, not me, but you're going to die. The odds are 100%. So if we know that, why wouldn't we have a plan?
Now, can I ask you something on that last part, though, Jim?
Sure you can.
A lot of people say, hey, Jim, I heard that the unified credit's something like $10,500,000. Do I still need to do estate planning? I'm just a regular guy.
Well, let me ask you this, regular guy. Did you ever have a baby?
I did.
Okay. Did that baby mean the world to you?
He does, yes.
No. Okay.
I was trying to think of all my kids.
Right. Well, did you have a will as soon as your little boy was born?
Pretty close, yeah. Pretty close.
That's good.
Pretty
Okay,
close.
because you're very rare then. Because most people would dive in the water to save their kid from a shark, but they don't even have a will who sets up going to be their legal guardian. So PRITE is a very easy thing that everybody can comprehend, and it allows this client, this prospect who wants to improve, to build a North Star, to build something to go toward. And I believe that planning is not product. Planning is an attitude of a series of meetings that's going to come to a goal, which will arise the need for various products, corks to plug the hole. That's the way I do it.
I noticed, like in the protection, the government says you have to have car insurance. If you have a mortgage, you have to have house insurance.
Sure.
But after that, it kind of gets dicey. Do you have to have life insurance? Well, not really. Do you have to have an umbrella policy? Well, not really.
Right.
So there seems to be the government's pretty good about some things and not the other. Protection is so important to especially young people thinking that how invincible they are.
Bulletproof.
Bulletproof. I went through that whole phase. I never saw my mortality until recent. So protection is a really big fundamental issue. And when you're done with that, and I still have cash left over, am I playing in the retirement right away? Or do I need to build an emergency fund?
Let me help you. And when we talked about SOFA, we talked about behavior. Okay? In my practice for a consumer, you need to know your personality, the way you handle money. So if you say, well, I have money left over, are you a saver? Then absolutely it might make sense. I said to my daughter last night, she was talking about the price of tires. I said, well, honey, I got it. You spent $600 on 4 new tires. I get it. It's awful. Okay, but here's the lesson. Do you think a year from now or 2 years from now you're going to need new tires? Well, yeah. Are you going to wait and put it on a credit card because you didn't plan? Why wouldn't you have a tire account like you do a vacation account or a Christmas account? See, it all comes back to the behavior. And what makes my practice so practical is that when I can identify the personality of the person, they get on board with me of realizing they need to modify their behavior and do more planning in the areas of protection, retirement, investments, taxes, and estate planning. And when we do all of that over a lifetime, not just 3 appointments and they're done, but over a lifetime, that evolutionary planning gives them a roadmap. Tells them where they're going to finish.
Jim, how many people, regular kids, are watching this show? How many of us need a real roadmap? Need a roadmap.
I thought you were going to say how many do. 3% of people plan. 97% fail to plan. Nobody plans to fail, but most everybody fails to plan. And if you're a spender, why would you want to reinforce that you're not planning until you can show everybody your debt, right? So what was the question again?
I'm thinking of how many people don't have a plan,
Most.
who actually need a plan,
Most.
and need help with a plan.
Most.
Right. So it's not really, as much as I'd like to believe that we're hip and educated, we're really not. We really need, this is not a do-it-yourself activity. I think you need a lot of help with this.
Well, the thing that cracks me up is you see all this on the computer. Oh, you can go here and you can do that and whatever. How many stick with it when they start it? I think the greatest thing the financial advisor does for the average consumer holds them accountable. Weight Watchers, they make you get on the scale in front of the group. And if you go, oh my God, I can't, my weight can't go up, because that'd be humiliating. Duh. Why do you think they do it? So every time you're losing weight, it's an attaboy or an attagirl. Financial advisors should spend time with consumers finding out what their behavior is, what's missing, most everything, and then attack it from the areas that they want over a series of workshops. It's not saying, well, I have a 401k, I'm set. It doesn't work that way.
Well, I think that when we're talking about a plan, talking about an assistant, it's really necessary because our behavior is so bad. Jenny Craig, as you said, the weight loss, that whole thing is very much scrutinized. You're being monitored. You have accountability.
Right.
I think in money issues, we need just as much. Don't forget to watch our next segment on why safety is the foundation for financial security. Part 2 of our series on basic financial solutions. And keep in mind, before moving forward with any of the ideas on our show, always check with your tax consultant, legal counsel, or financial advisor. You've been watching Steve Savant's Money, the name of the game.